The opinions expressed on the X and Y show are the sole opinions of the host. Please note, there is no intentional desire to offend any member of the listening audience. With that said, if you still feel offended, tough shit.
It's time for the X and Y show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings. Welcome to another segment of the XY Show, and I'm your host, Roosevelt. Well, last time I spoke to you guys, it was right pre-Hurricane Ian. For those of you who don't know, you should know by now, I live in Southwest Florida, Fort Myers. So we got fucked up by a hurricane, basically, 2 weeks ago. And the last time I talked to you, today's episode is just a wrap to you. I deal with family stuff, so this is about the family. This is a family episode. Ian fucked up a lot of families. When I say that, I'm talking about the financial aspects. A lot of people lost everything. So before I dive into this Rap Tea episode, if you can reach out to any organization, the Red Cross, local organizations, or your personal friends who have GoFundMe pages, please reach out and help all that you can. And helping these people get back to normalcy. Well, when I talked to you last time, I was debating. Well, I wasn't debating. I was not sure if the hurricane was going to actually hit this area, or would it just give us a lot of rain and stuff like that? Because it changed paths like dramatically. First it was going to hit North Florida, like Tallahassee area, and it kept coming farther and further east. So I kind of knew that we were in trouble, but it was not confirmed until really close, like the day before. So I was, expecting on sticking out the storm here. My place where I live is the windows are hurricane proof. Even though I live like probably like 50 feet from the Caloosahatchee River. For those of you who know Southwest Florida, it's a big ass river. And that's actually one of the reasons why I almost didn't move here, because I knew if a hurricane came, we would definitely be evacuated. But anyway, so when I talked to you next day, I said, well, I'm going to stick around. We got hurricane proof windows. I'm on the second floor, so I should be good. And I went to sleep. Had all my shit, and I had the crackers, the peanut butter, and the canned goods that you can just open, like the Vienna sausages, all that kind of hurricane shit. I had boiled water ready. I had bottled water. Living in Miami, I kind of know the drill. So I went to sleep and, thinking I'm going to wait it out. And the next morning, both my work phone and my personal phone had the alerts, like the amber sounding alerts. And basically I'm in zone A. So they were evacuating zone A, zone B, and some parts of C. So when they did that, if they would have just did A, I'd have been like, fuck it, I ain't going nowhere. But they did A, B, and some parts of C. So that means they were expecting significant storm surge. So I was like, fuck that. Packed a few things, and I got the fuck out of here. I went to Miami, and I wasn't the only one. It was pretty crowded. It wasn't deadlocked traffic, but you can tell people were getting the fuck out of Dodge. A lot of people were going to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, further east to avoid it, because it looked like we were going to get hit with significant brunt, even though it wasn't a direct hit, but it was close enough to fuck us up. So I went to Miami, and the day later, it hit Hurricane Ian, and it really fucked up a lot of people. Right now, there's still people without power. There's still people without water. Me, myself, personally, I just got power. Well, I was gone, but the building let us know we had power. I guess about 3 or 4 days ago. We have running water, but we're still under a boil water order. So you can't drink the water. There's still a curfew in Fort Myers from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I've been out of work since 2 days before Ian, and we just got called back. We're going to do a soft open tomorrow and open to the public on Wednesday. So life is coming up to a little normal, but we still got a long way to go. When I was coming back in town, I was like, well, it doesn't look that bad until I started coming deeper into the city. And I see the downed trees. I see a lot of trash on the side, big trash, like big trees and shit. I live close to a marina where there are boats on top of each other on land. I mean, it's like, I'm trying to figure out something like when I was a kid. I can't think of it. It was a game, but I can't think of it. But just imagine a bunch of boats stacked on top of each other on land. I mean, nice boats, yachts and shit. I mean, these boats cost millions. They're not the dinky ones. I'm talking about the 40 and 50 and 60 foot yachts. They're stacked up on the dock, on the pier, on top of each other. They fucked up. The windows are broken. Some of them have holes in the the sides of the boat. You can tell some of them, the keels are fucked up. I mean, it's a mess. I don't know how they're going to move all that shit. But, I also know someone personally who lost their home. And, when I say, lost their home, I mean their home. The person lived on Fort Myers Beach, which is closer to the water, obviously, than I am. So they were definitely going to get storm surge. It was just going to be a matter of how much. So they got enough storm surge that actually swept away her house. She has no house. And that happened to a lot of people. A lot of people are either lost their house or the houses are flooded and they have nothing. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, a lot of times we get sidetracked on the material things of this society and, in our lives, our cars. A lot of people love cars, our homes, things like that. When the important thing should be, did everyone survive? Did my mother survive? Did my father survive? Did my wife survive? Did my husband survive? My kids are okay. The dogs are safe. The cats are safe. Things that cannot be purchased again should be our number one priority. I will say, in going through something like this, it's easier because it's just me that I have to worry about. I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. So it's easy to just leave. And I have no shame in that. I don't, for those of you who remember Andrew, that hit Florida years ago, I remember that shit. And I don't want to go through anything remotely similar. So I have no shame in getting the fuck out of here. Which is one of the reasons why I really want to get the fuck out of Florida. But I'm going to move on. When you go through a certain event such as this, obviously, there's going to be a lot that you're going through. But the thing that you should remember, that if your family is safe and your family is okay, that should be the number one priority. Now, obviously, the next concern is getting your family shelter. If you lost it, getting them food and water that they can drink. So, I can't imagine. I'm not going to sit up here and say, I have anything, remotely to offer a person that is going through that. All I can say is, if you know someone or, an organization a reputable organization that you can donate to, or GoFundMe, or personally just give to someone that you may have known or still know that lives in the area who's affected by this storm. Because trust me, they need all the help that they can get right now. I've seen people crying. I've seen people just standing. It looks like where they used to live. I just seen them looking at an empty lot. I still see people trying to get water and food for their families. We're getting back to normal, but it's still fucked up for a lot of folks. A lot of folks. And it's going to be that way for some time. Sadly, a lot of people are still going to be going through this during the holidays, which should be a happy time of year, but it will not be for a lot of people. So, I guess, we go through things in life, and it brings you back to reality of what is important and what's not. The old saying is, material things can always be replaced, but loved ones cannot. So I just want to, give a little voice of encouragement to anyone who might be listening to this, or someone to listen that has gone through, the hurricane. Just talk to them and give them encouragement that everything will be okay. I know that sounds a little, like what everyone says, everything will be all right. Everything will be okay. You'll get through this. It's easy for us to say, but, knowing that the person is going to go through a lot of shit. I mean, there's people who did not even have home insurance and they lost their house. And a lot of you saying, well, how could someone not have home insurance? Well, I'll tell you why. The insurance is very expensive. Matter of fact, after Andrew, a lot of companies, I'm not going to mention specific names, but just say the major companies that you know of. A lot of them left Florida. You know, people have been paying them for decades, you know, and, you know, premiums for decades. And then one storm hit and then they paid, but after that, they abandoned Florida. And they were allowed to do that, which is something that is why it's important who you have in these political offices. You know, these companies have lobbyists who lobby for them to make it more favorable, and which these companies did. And then they finally came back to Florida after a certain amount of time, but it's different now. Of course, the insurance is much more expensive, and it's not a blanket of insurance like it used to be. Now you have to have insurance for every damn thing. You have to have structure insurance. You have to have flood insurance. You have to have fire insurance. You have to protect your draws. I mean, it's all kind of bullshit that these companies have put in place. So now the homeowner has to pay more. And then if there is a claim, the company still fuck you because, you know, they come and assess the damage and they say the roof, well, half your roof is good, so we're only going to give you half a roof. So they'll, you know, you have half a roof and then they'll pay for the other half to be done instead of just giving you another roof. Or sometimes they don't even pay for half. We're going to pay you a third. You know, so these companies are fucking people. The people are paying out their ass, and these companies are fucking people. So a lot of people just say, I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances. I just won't have insurance, and if something happens, then I'll depend on FEMA. So that's why a lot of people do not have insurance. It's just too expensive, and it's too much bullshit because a lot of these companies are protected by these politicians who are in office who have been paid for by these large conglomerate insurance companies. Basically, they pay them, you know, not bribes or anything. Well, they contribute to their, you know, reelection funds if they do their bidding. So meanwhile, the small people get fucked. So that's why people don't have insurance. A lot of people don't have insurance in Florida. They just can't afford it. So imagine that. You lost your house, you lost everything, you don't have an insurance. So you need all the support you can get. So if you know someone who's going through this, who have been affected by Ian, make sure you reach out to them. Or if you don't know anyone, please reach out to organizations. The Red Cross is pretty good. It's reputable. Or personal GoFundMe pages to people that you may know. Because it's not only losing everything, it's a psychological thing. You know, a lot of people might just give up, you know, literally, for something like this. So they need all the help and support that they can get in this dire times. In the past, I've always talking about that I hate Florida. One of the reasons is because of hurricanes. And I had some close calls, like a few years ago, it was Irma. And even though Irma wasn't a direct hit, it still fucked us up for quite some time. But there's always a threat. and I feel that it's something that I really don't want to go through every year. I knew that, but, Ian has confirmed it. I really do not want to go through this shit every year. Looking over his shoulder, if a hurricane going to hit, what it's going to do, how long is power going to be out, how long is water going to be out, how long is gas going to be scarce. I don't want to go through that. And it's just me. I can't even imagine someone with a family. It's just me. But someone with a family, kids, wife, elderly, that's a whole different scenario. That's a whole different bottle of wax. So, Ian has changed a lot of people's lives forever. I mean, you see the pictures, you see what's going on. Even though it's not getting the front page reports on the news anymore, people are still affected. People are still displaced. People are still needing long-term housing. It's still fucked up. So if you know anyone that is directly affected by Ian, or if you don't know anyone and you just want to donate to any reputable organization, please do. I will. And let's just try to help these people who have lost their lives, literally. And now they have to rebuild. Anyway, just wanted to rap to you. And, make you think about being thankful. Because, it could change so quickly. Anyway, I will see you in about 2 weeks. So be sure to stay safe. Love your family. Tell them you love them. And be thankful for what you have. I will see you in 2 weeks. And that is it. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.